And from an economic standpoint, what would those benefits be? Advantages for importers and exporters? Would this bill bring them? Could it improve or make things easier for exporting and importing companies?
That's a great question, because a lot of people think that the foreign exchange bill will only benefit brokerages, banks, the authorized agents, but that's not really the case. We know that the new foreign exchange framework, Miguel, aims, for example, to reduce bureaucracy in foreign exchange operations. So the central bank is proposing to have, for example, the foreign exchange contract in a much simpler form. We are going to propose that there isn't, or even that the foreign exchange contract be eliminated and that the contract be made in the format of each institution. But we noticed that in April of last year, the central bank, in line with what it wrote in the bill, already changed the format of the foreign exchange contract. It has already made things easier. Today, companies no longer need to have a printed foreign exchange contract, for example. They no longer need to sign it digitally, manually, or even with an electronic signature using a token in the bank's internet banking. Today, they can receive the data from Annex 1, which are the details of the foreign exchange contract, and just give a thumbs up on WhatsApp. They can receive it by SMS and reply with an OK, or get it by email. So the central bank has been making things easier, and this is in line with the bill. Another point which will also be very good is that banks will start to analyze much more the client's risk instead of analyzing each transaction individually. So the market is expecting that with the vote on the bill, companies will no longer have to submit so many documents or send so many electronic records, like having to provide a phone number for every foreign exchange transaction. Another point that exporters will really like is that today, since 2008, exporters can keep 100% of their funds abroad, and they can use them to pay their own obligations, invest, or bring the money into Brazil. But what they can't do is pay obligations of sister companies within the same economic group, nor can they lend the money. The bill proposes that they have free use, so they no longer have to bring the money into Brazil if they don't want to, and can use it in other ways. They have the freedom. It's an opportunity to do whatever they want with the money. That's the point. So this is an important point for exporters. Another point as well.
Marcelo, perhaps the younger generation might not perceive these significant changes as particularly important, but for us who have been in foreign trade longer, when we used to deal with exchange contracts, export and import forms, which were extremely complicated. So this is a very big change. And it obviously helps reduce all this bureaucratic red tape, which only ends up generating costs for companies. And of course, in addition, it also provides more agility
to the processes as well. It's like you said, those who don't have this history don't realize how much better things are with this resolution. BCB, September 16th of last year. The central bank didn't change the essence, but it changed the format. Why? Because they want to give opportunities. In fact, this is one of the points of the bill, so that fintechs, which are called new entrants, the central bank used the word entities, removed financial entities, and just put entities, so that there is also an opportunity for fintechs to operate in foreign exchange. And we see Public Consultation 79, which is now being analyzed by the central bank as exactly an opening. The central bank is undergoing a revolution under its president, Roberto Campos. We can see how they are working on innovation, and the financial market is very enthusiastic about everything that is happening, Miguel.